My name is Jim Tuite. I'm a retired partner in the law firm of Ullico Inc. and have been a CCE board member for roughly 2 decades. In the past, I also served on the organization's executive committee. My CCE story begins with a recruiting lunch in the late 1990s with Sam Harahan. At the time of the lunch, I knew very little about CCE. Nevertheless, within a few minutes, I realized that Sam's recruiting efforts that day would be successful. After all, how do you say no to Sam? What I did not realize that day, and what I could not have imagined, is that 25 years later, I would be making a video of myself talking about my past CCE experiences, and to do so, I would be using my phone. Well, not long after that recruiting lunch, I received a call from Sam asking me to meet with John Farron, who is now a senior judge on the DC Court of Appeals. The purpose of the meeting was to give me an assignment in connection with a major ongoing CCE project at the time. That is the creation of DC's Office of Administrative Hearings. That's Sam's modus operandi. Sign them up and put them to work. Over the years, project work for CCE has kept me engaged with the organization. The projects I've worked on have provided wonderful opportunities to work with talented, thoughtful, and dedicated project teams on important justice issues. I have found the work to be rewarding, and on each occasion, I've developed friendships and learned a lot. One of the projects on which I worked resulted in the publication of a guide. The guide is entitled "When Adults Need Help Making Decisions and Managing Daily Affairs." The guide explains in simple, non-technical terms the legal tools in DC available to adults who are having difficulty making or communicating decisions or managing financial or other matters. I had a personal interest in this particular project. For nearly 20 years, I had served as the legal guardian for my late brother Mark. Based on that experience, I believed that the publication of a layperson's guide to guardianship and conservatorship laws would be of benefit to members of the community. CCE, I'm proud to say, was willing to support that effort. June Kress, CCE's executive director at the time, recruited a stellar project team. In addition to legal practitioners in the field and a few generalist lawyers, as well as some hardworking CCE staff, June recruited representatives of disability rights organizations and senior citizen organizations. She even recruited someone from academia. As a result of having these diverse perspectives on the project team, the focus of our efforts over time shifted. Rather than limit the guide to solely the traditional tools of guardianship and conservatorship, we decided that we could give greater benefit to the community by highlighting, in addition, the less well-known, less formal, and less restrictive alternatives to guardianship and conservatorship available to help adults in these circumstances. This again is an example of a CCE project team taking an idea and making it much, much better. I greatly appreciate the diligent work of the project team, Misty Thomas's continued support of the project after she became CCE's executive director, as well as the efforts of Casey Anderson and others on the CCE staff who worked hard to distribute the guide, including the production of a series of short videos. Best of luck to CCE as it continues its journey for justice for another 40 more years and beyond.